So good morning and happy Easter. I really wanted to be in church for Easter today, and it doesn't seem it happened. But I hope that y'all remember so much how important today is, and that you take your time today to celebrate the real reason for Easter. And I forgot to mention in last week's sermon that I have my niece Presley here to help out with Children's Church, and my niece Brittany is filming for us, so we're doing things a little different the last couple of weeks. So it's Easter, so what are we going to talk about today since it's Easter?
We're going to talk about Jesus, right?
And what did Jesus do today?
He rose from the dead.
That's right. So let's read the Bible scripture. He is not here, he is risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee. The Son of Man must be delivered into the hands of sinful men, be crucified, and on the third day be raised again. But today's a happy day because Jesus rose from the grave. So that is why it's such a special day, and we celebrate it. So since today's a happy day, let me see your happy face. That's right, that's a good face. Our faces show us how we feel, right? Someone can tell you how we know how you feel by looking at you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If your smile is upside down, that means you're sad.
That's right. That's right. So we're actually gonna use that upside down smile today as well when we tell this story. So you're gonna help me tell this story, okay?
Okay.
All right. And as I tell the story, you're gonna help by showing faces for your face. And you see we got another visitor today. So, you ready for my story?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It was early in the morning on the first day of the week when some women went to visit the tomb where their friend Jesus had been buried. He had been crucified on a cross and buried in a borrowed tomb, and the women were going to put spices on his body. The women were very sad. That's pretty sad. Might even been crying, right? When they arrived at the tomb, the woman discovered that the stone that had covered the entrance had been rolled away. Can you imagine the look of surprise on their faces? Do you think they were happy surprise or maybe a little bit scared surprise because they expected the tomb to be covered, right?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Maybe so. Well, wouldn't you wonder why the stone was rolled away?
You would.
Yes. When they looked inside the tomb, they had the biggest surprise of all. The tomb was empty. Yeah, huh? Suddenly, surprise turned to fear as two men in bright, shining clothes came and stood beside the women. In their fright, they bowed down with their faces to the ground. The men spoke to the women and said, "Jesus is not here. He is risen. Don't you remember what he told you when he was in Galilee?" Then the women remembered what Jesus had told them, and they were no longer afraid. Their fear
Was gone.
That's right, it was turned to happiness. And they went back and told Jesus' disciples what they had seen and that Jesus had risen, just as he told them he would. What a happy day. So we have reason to be happy today because Jesus rose from the grave and that he'll live forever. But we're also happy because the Bible tells us whoever believes in him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. And that is something to be happy about. So let's see your happy faces. And let's be happy today. I do miss y'all. Have a wonderful, safe Easter. And remember the real reason that we're celebrating Easter today.